Set your coaches and pros, the X's and O's. This is the fast point of view. What we know, so let's go. Yo, what up? What's good? What's good with y'all, man? Welcome. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Fans Point of View pod, Truck and Chubby, man. I'm about to open up the, the panel and all that here in a second, man. Yeah, because it's going down. Now, as we all know, Robert Livingston has moved on from the Colorado Buffaloes. But the question is, why? Why did he decide to move on now? Why now? Why hasn't this move already been done? The defense has always been a problem last year. We knew the defense was a problem when they was giving up 400 or 500 yards a game last season. So why did they decide to part ways? Was this just something that was going on behind the scenes? We don't really know, but I'm going to give my opinion to that. Regardless if it's right or wrong, there's no right or wrong here. This is just opinion-based conversation that we're going to have today. That's something that a lot of people maybe don't want to have. But the fact of the matter is that this move should have been made. When they was talking about changing offensive coordinators in Colorado, this move should have absolutely been on the table. Now, if Coach Prime was waiting, I don't know if he was being a good guy, waiting for him to interview for all the NFL jobs, but the only job that he could get was a passing game coordinator job in the NFL. That's it. So you leave from being a defensive coordinator at Colorado to the NFL to be a passing game coordinator. That's what you're leaving Colorado for. That just, to me, it just adds up to the things that why, like, this is another coach that's leaving for a demoted job just to get out of Colorado. Sean Lewis is the coach who moved on and became a head coach. Now Charles Kelly is now a head coach. Yes, correct. At Jacksonville State. He is the head coach at Jacksonville State. And they just, by the way, I think they went to the their championship in their conference. I get the Sun Belt and the other ones mixed up sometimes. Got to take my time to go through it. But he went to the championship. They played Kennesaw State in their conference championship. Now, but this is something now that I'm looking at this and I'm saying, it's always been problems. I guess you could say I always thought there was problems going on at Colorado, but this is just something else. Now, what's the excuse here? This is what I want to know. What's the excuse here with this move? Is this coach moving on for a bigger bag? Because we know that the culture has always been a problem. You know what I mean? The things that you're allowing to go on within your program, within your organization, around the players, with the players. We knew some things just wasn't set right, but they seem to be that way. If you listen to certain people on social media, if you look at certain newscasts, certain analysts, certain content creators, if you listen to certain news, you would think that everything is all peaches and cream up at Colorado. That's what you would think. You know what I mean? And that's what we want to think. We largely want to believe that things is okay, that things is all good and on a path of projection of moving up. But that's just not what's going on. Clearly a coach leaving in February, you could say the beginning of March, you could say February, however you want to put it. Technically, you would say beginning of March, right? Because you're counting this time as in this time is value, right? So we're now moving into the beginning of March. And in football terms, that's where they would be setting this at, is the beginning of March, right? So now that leaves 7 months for the other coordinator who just got promoted from within to take over and run his scheme, or are they going to stay with Livingston's scheme? That would be the smart thing to do, is to stay with Livingston's scheme, because add another scheme in 7 months and preparing them would just be a nightmare. And that's just another sign of an unsuccessful season. So the hurdles that Colorado got to climb this year is astronomical. They got a lot to climb this year. So I will say that if they can squeeze 6 wins out of this, that's what's going on right now. Yeah, I got to go ahead and say the man deserve a lot. You deserve a lot of credit. If Coach Prime can squeeze out 6 wins out of this season, the way that things is going right now, I say that, yeah, you deserve it. But let's get back to what I was talking about, though, before I go too offhand with this, before I get way too, too far going off this. Let's get right back to it. Why did this move happen right now? Well, I think this move, because this is why I'm asking this question. Why did this move happen? And Trucking is asking this question. This is why, right? They were 112th in scoring on defense, right? 112. They was letting up 30.5 points per game. They was 123rd in total defense. That's total defense, passing yards and rushing yards, right? They was giving up 125 yards per game, 425 yards per game. That's, one of the NCAA's worst, right? They was 135th in run defense, letting up 222.5 yards per game, all right? Their stop rate on defense last season was 94th. That's a dramatic drop off from 2024, right? They was 129th in sacks, with 13 sacks in the entire season. That's averaging out to be a sack per game if you played a bowl game, right? A sack per game, if that. And you look at the company that they're keeping with this kind of defense and the thing that this defense was going through. UTEP, Central Michigan, LSU, Army, South Carolina, Miami of Ohio were all ranked above Colorado. Those are schools that's all ranked above Colorado. Now, schools that below Colorado State, there's a lot of other colleges. However, once again, just to put in a context, they just ain't the worst school. But why am I talking about Colorado? Well, because you got one of the loudest coaches in the sport. Got one of the loudest coaches. He said when he got here, do I got to keep reminding y'all what he said? No, I don't got to keep reminding y'all what he said when he got here, when he came in, what he told all of us what he was going to do. So, of course, we're going to talk about it because it's something to talk about. Because he came in here like, I'm going to be the man. Didn't come in here and say, look at my resume. Personetti also said that too. To be honest, if we're going to, give context to it, he said that. Google me, I win. He did say that. But, however, what did he do? He won a national championship in Indiana of all places. 16-0, didn't lose, and walked away with a national championship over coaches that were easily outbidded. And did they do it with one of the cheapest rosters in college football? Absolutely, they did. All that Mark Cuban, Indiana stuff, that is, and it was confirmed by Joe Clark. And I'll be making a video about that if I don't wind up putting the video up today while I'm live. That's a bunch of BS. Mark Cuban didn't just go up to Indiana and drop a big bag on them, and they spent all kinds of money on that football team, because they didn't. Look at the teams that they eliminated in the playoffs alone. You just look at the teams that Indiana ran through in the playoffs, and you tell me how much money did they spend. So let's start off. Alabama, for instance. Alabama spent money. Kellen DeBoer and Alabama spent money to get those guys there. That roster cost a lot more than Indiana's did. Indiana took them out, right? Okay, no questions asked. Then they played Oregon too, right? Okay, so they played Oregon. Oregon got all that Nike money, so damn well Dan Lannon got all that Nike money, all the uniforms. There's a lot of incentives. They took them out, right? Miami, we know Miami, dude. We know Miami spending the bag, but that's because they got it. They got it down there in Coral Gables. So why not spend it? So, I mean, you look at the teams that they most definitely had a way cheaper roster than the teams they took out, because not all the time do you need it. But why am I even bringing this up, though? I'm just talking about this in the sense of because coaching goes a long way, and that's just something that's not up there. Now, you got all kinds of contractors who will lie to you, but then there's some that's out there that are explaining you that coaching, there's leaders that be met. There's, you know what I mean? That's what coaching is, leading these young men in the right direction, developing them in a way and having them prepared for whatever they're going to see on a football field or whatever they may see on a football field. And then beyond that, you know what I'm saying? Some of those they can use their life skills. Many people have used a lot of things they learned on a football field or at practice or from their coaches in their lives, and it made them become a better young man or a better man. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how that rolls. That's how things work. But is that really going on there? I don't know. I don't think so. But there's been plenty of great guys who have walked through the doors in Colorado. But there still remains one common denominator that keeps getting in the way, and that's Coach Prime. And Coach Prime, you got to get out your way. You got to get out the way of the players, of the coaches, and let them coach. If we understand now that you don't know what you're doing at the coaching level, that's a fact, right? It's just a fact. You don't know what you're doing. Your way is not going to work at this level. Now, you can be the face of the program. You can bring in all the dollars. You can get us the top recruits. If you would even go visit and knock on doors, he'll blow some of these parents and kids away and bring in the top recruits. But let me coach them. And then you can take all the credit at the end of the day and say that you the man that did it. He can still go down in history as one of the greatest coaches if he can get out his own way. But Coach Prime still continues to get in his own way, to be in he's in his way. That's who's in his way. He's in Shador's way, got in Shiloh's way, and he continues to be in his way. I wonder if that's why Shalomi said, it's time for me to bounce. I got to go, Dad. I got to go. I got to get away from you because I got to build my own legacy. It's nothing about, it's no offense to you, but what you bring is already going to make me look like something like, anyway, I got to start from the bottom. And if I got to start from the bottom, I'm going to do it my way, not your way. And that's a fact, right? Because the writing's on the wall, but some of us just refuse to actually look at this situation and actually call it what it is and call it for what it is and what it's for. And that the fact of the matter is that he's the common denominator. So even though they're bringing in Brennan Marion, Jeanette, PA, he's from Jeanette, PA, right outside of Pittsburgh. You know what I mean? He might rep Pittsburgh. I might let him. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. He's around the way. I shout out to the Jeanette County dudes because there's some real ones from Jeanette County. But all they do is play football out there. They live, breathe, eat, sleep, shit football out in Jeanette County outside of Pittsburgh. There ain't much to do out there. There wasn't much to do around the time when he was growing up, but play football and stay focused on that. And that's why he has the football acumen that he has. So I don't sleep on Brennan Marion, but I'm going to give y'all the context on him. Like, he couldn't win the Big Sky with 36 Division I transfers, the most in FCS. Not to say that the go-go offense won't be successful, or maybe won't. But still, fact remains. Deion's philosophy overtakes everything. Is Deion Sanders truly going to let Brennan Marion run that team and take credit for that offense success? Do you think that really will happen? See, that's the part that he got to get away from, is just saying, you know what? Let Brennan Marion let you catch all that credit. I'll let you catch all that credit. The only credit that he can take is saying, I brought him in. That's what makes them great legacy guys like Nick Saban. That's what makes Nick Saban great, because he let Kirby Smart come in and do Kirby Smart things. And then when Kirby Smart left, he didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? He was like, that was Kirby. You know what I'm saying? Just like there's for instance, there's a guy that's coming up right now underneath our nose that doesn't get a lot of credit for Lane Kiffin's offense, and that's Charlie Weiss Jr. But we'll get into that for another day. But there's a lot of coaches out there, and that's what you got to do. You got to get out your way and let them do their thing. I don't think he's willing to do that. I just don't think he's willing to do that. And Amanda, what's up with you? You said you just now figuring out that he doesn't know what the heck he's doing. Yeah, I'm just now figuring out that. I'm just now figuring out that Coach Prime don't know what he doing. Just now figuring it out. Or I'm just now saying it. No, I'm just now saying it. What's up, Amanda? What's up with you though? No, I look, I'm just now figuring out that a lot of things with Coach Prime. But no, it ain't my first time figuring out that he don't know what he doing. No, he just don't. This is the first time I'm just saying it like this on a live, you know. But he has to get out the way of these other coaches and let these coaches perform and do what they do. And let them do what they do. Because he can't take the go-go offense and turn the go-go offense into, let's just say, 75% pass, 25% run. Won't work. That's not how the go-go offense works, right? You know what I mean? Like you got to do it some kind of. You have to let these coaches coach. The dog is in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Law Dog is in the building. He is here. What's up? What's up, dog? What's up with you, bro?
What's up, man?
Ain't nothing, bro. Ain't nothing, man. Nothing much, Got some time on. Got some time. So I decided to come up here because the coach left. Just how you told me the other day. Obviously I was, taking care of some family business, but still, I told you I was gonna get back to it.
See,
And,
you right back. You jump back like a. I ain't gonna say that, but you brought it right back.
you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm trying to figure out why. You know what I'm saying? I just want people. Do you think that he walked away? Do you think that maybe behind the scenes there was some kind of conversation like it's time for you to go? And then why did it take so long, though, Law? Like we all know the defense was a problem. Like he should have been gone when they, when they got rid of Pat Schumer.
Well, listen. I mean, shit. I mean, chances is, look, this is how I'm looking at it, Chubby. I mean, if you're gonna look at it from an overall perspective, and this is more like the eagle eye view. If I'm looking down at it, opposed to just trying to like look at it from the social media's perspective.
Yeah.
I would think. I mean, he's an NFL guy. That's his background. You see what I'm saying? So I think it was an opportunity to come out here and try the college thing. 1 year of success, 1 year not so good. So I mean, if the opportunity presents itself to get back to what you was originally doing, I think you take that opportunity because it ain't like he went back and joined a different situation. He went back to a guy he was familiar with Vance Joseph. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Who he came up with. So
Mm-hmm.
familiarity breeds. You see what I'm saying? So he went back and got with his guy. It's still right there in Colorado. So I'm sure his kids can, transition well right there. I mean, it's not a monumental move as far as if I'm looking at it just from an overall. Now with Prime, I mean, what else do you expect for Prime, bro? This what he do. It's gonna be some. You know what I mean? Some shit you never seen before. Like, oh my God. I mean, this what Prime bring to the game, bro. You gotta respect what he bring to the game, Chubby.
And what's that?
The element of what the fuck was that? You see what I'm saying? That's what it is, Chubby. I mean, let's just keep it G. He provide that. Like that's what he brings to the game, bro. That's why he make the money, bro. You feel me?
Right.
It ain't he don't he been the differenter from the beginning, bro. So love it or hate it, everybody got to do a job. You
I
feel me?
feel
So
that. But like this is just dude should have been gone though. You know what I'm saying? Like
from
should have
what
been out
gone
the
from
door.
what though? Why you saying he should have been fired?
Yeah, the defense was ass.
But
Defense.
fire him. Why?
Because the defense was ass, Law. The defense was ass, bro. Dog. The defense was ass, dog. Like he should have been up out the door. Period. Like
But I'm
why
saying,
take
Chubby,
this long?
we
Like
talking
now I
about.
see he trying to be a nice guy, and what you said might have some validity to it, right?
But I'm saying he the year before they was just leading the Big 12 in sacks, and so I'm saying he had one good year, one bad year. Come on, Chubby, come on, that ain't enough to fire a nigga.
The nigga was ass last year. The defense was the reason why that they was ass. I mean, if you go so then you could possibly say, so what we saying the offense had 2 bad years?
No, what I'm saying is look at the landscape of how this shit work. I
I mean,
mean,
but that's what I'm saying though. Under Pat Schumer, they had one good year and then one bad year.
right, but Pat Sherman, but it was a disappointment even the year they had with Sherman.
Right, and I think the defense been subpar. I mean, for forever. The deep down, if we could even go into last season, the 2024 season, and say that the 2024 season was okay, it was fire. You say it was okay. You know what I'm saying? But when I look at it, I'm like, yo, that defense in
Okay, well,
2024
okay,
was
cool.
was 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 still not achieving to its greatness of the players that was
All
out
right,
there
but
on
I
that
ain't okay.
field.
Let's say I'm gonna let you ride with that. Say that's the big joker. He should have been fired. Okay,
Yeah.
you got the new D coordinator. He there now, so I mean,
Mm-hmm.
shit, you got what you wanted, right?
Facts.
Oh, well
Facts.
then, so then what we finna be stuck on?
Because I don't want to. Because why? So why now? So now you got to push in. So what system? I don't know what system they running. So I'm a right now. It's speculating. This is my opinion, right? There's no right or no wrong here, right? Because I don't really know. I don't know what defense he's gonna run. Are they still going to continue to run Robert Livingston's scheme? Well, because we know a lot of the man came from Prime. We know that came from Prime, right? We could
Well,
agree on
then
that,
that's what
right?
I'm saying. So if you're gonna say that, then don't just got down leave Livingston out there to dry them, Chubby. If you know this shit coming from man, speaking of what we know about Coach
Yeah,
Prime, right?
I'm leaving Livingston out there to dry.
I mean, I'm just saying when you said you demand he should have been fired, but then
Yeah,
you come back and say, no, a lot of this shit was on Prime, because you see what I'm saying?
he got it. Prime got it. Well, that's what I'm ultimately saying it on. That's what I'm ultimately putting it on. Is Prime? This is his decisions. This at the end of the day, this is his decisions. They only can do with what he is allowing them to do. This is Prime. This is all Prime.
Right. So
Right.
that's my point. It's just solely with the Sean Livingston situation. But moving on from that, I don't know what the new defensive coordinator gonna run. You know what I mean? But what I would say is to the situation is he got in there a little early enough to where spring ball hasn't started. So that's a good thing. So now I'm sure it's elements he may keep, he may not. But at the end of the day, I'm sure it's gonna be. I mean, football is football, bro. I mean, we just talking about it realistically. I mean, the terminology is what's different.
What up? What up? What up, big country? You in the building?
What up? What up? What up?
Why can't I? Okay, what up, man? Why they kick me out like that, bro? Why they kick me out like that? Did y'all see me disappear?
I don't know.
I see you disappear.
Yeah, they kicked me out like that, man. We in here with the conversation, Law. I done missed it. I missed like the last minute what you said, bro. Cause they kicked me out, bro.
Oh no, I was
And I
just
had to
saying.
get
I don't know what he run,
right.
per se, but I would think the good thing about it is camp had. I mean, spring ball hadn't started, so your install might not be too crazy
Mm-hmm.
as far as just the getting the how can I explain it? Like the cause I mean mental reps is classroom, right? So the physical reps hadn't started. So it's not like it's the time for learning anyway. You got a whole fucking new team anyway, Chubby. So what
Right.
I'm saying, they not behind the eight ball. You see what I'm saying? Okay. The dude left, they got the new dude, he there. That was what I mean? I think that was it worked out basically is what I'm saying. So it worked out. So they should be able to steer this in the middle of the road from where they at as far as a guy leaving this late.
Mm-mm-mm.
If that
Play
answer, I don't even
and
know
I
what.
agree. What up? What up though? I go what how you feeling about this, neck bone? How you feeling about this, dog?
I honestly, I
And
really
give me the
haven't
well.
came up with a,
Hold up,
just
neck bone. Before
a
you give me your take, man, I want the full neck bone, no hold bars reaction to this. I don't want the politically correct neck bone. I want neck bone's reaction to this.
well. Honestly, to be honest, I kind of like Coach Prime getting a all black coaching staff, as far as the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. And to be honest with you, if he coached at Virginia Tech, I feel like it'll be a better situation because he actually had defensive coordinator experience. And I feel like Virginia Tech played great defense the last two seasons. It wasn't the best, but I feel like it was, it was okay. But to get an actual defensive coordinator to actually coach college football, I don't think you could go wrong with that. And I feel like the kids will be able to relate more to it. But far as what he gonna do, I mean, I don't know. We just have to see. But
Right.
I honestly, I ain't gonna lie. He kind of took me back to the like little Jackson State vibe with this
Oh,
coaching
you
staff
feeling the
now.
HBCU? That how you feeling?
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I like it, bro, because I mean Virginia Tech has always been known for that great defense, man. But man, I just can't really comment on it until I just see the first 2 or 3 games, to see what they really
Yeah.
got.
Okay.
Right.
But it's
I
gonna
mean,
be exciting though. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's gonna be exciting.
So you hopeful again?
it sounds like
Huh?
it.
You hopeful again? You remember just about 2 weeks ago you were down in the dumps about it.
No, it wasn't about the defensive coordinator. I mean, I think
I'm
Sean
saying it, but
Livingston did
if you
good for
getting
what
that
he,
H,
you know what I'm
if you
saying?
getting
Robert
that
Livingston.
HBCU vibe, you feel like he finna
Robert
do his
Livingston, my
damn
bad.
thing.
Yeah, you good. It's a
Yeah.
possibility, bro. I mean, if you
No,
got
I'm
this
asking
is
you though.
first time.
I'm asking you how you feel. I'm saying this based upon what you said, like how you feeling. Like if you feeling like that, you feeling like that. I'm saying that's what you saying, right?
I will say this. I will say this. I feel like when they were saying Coach Prime was getting his actual staff and he got his hands on it,
Yeah.
now this kind of seemed like he got his hands on it. And what I'm starting to look and see is that this is a possibility that could be his last year coaching. And it's kind of seeming as if he going out, if he gonna go out, he gonna go out how he want to go out. Because ain't no way you could tell me you could get past all those, rich white boosters and get an all black offense and defensive coordinator. They wouldn't even let him hire Dennis Thurman when he got there. So I don't know if there was more prime or the school, but I say it was more prime, but I could see he actually going to the drawing board now and getting people who know what they're doing. I mean, that's a good sign.
Okay, I
All
respect that.
right. All right. All right. Now, hey, what up, Alpha Roo in the building? Alpha
What
Roo,
up? But
what's
I
up?
ain't talked to none of y'all in about 2 months, bro. How neck bone, lost dog, trucking. What's up, y'all?
What's
What's
up
up,
with
man?
it?
Man, I ain't
What's
talked
What's
to
up?
up? What's
nobody
up?
in a minute. Woo! I see they out there catching glizzies. Look, my no hands, no hands, catching glizzies. Ooh, wee! It's all good. What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on?
So I mean, well, Robert Livingston packed his bag and said, I'm out. But he took a passing game coordinator job.
Yeah, he probably he at least $1 million. He losing at least $1 million this year. At
Mm,
least. Because he
mm,
was making what, almost two at Colorado, right?
right.
And I think that position is like 300,000, something like that.
Damn. Damn. So I mean, like, what provoked, like, what
Man,
would
he don't want to
provoke a
be there.
man
He
to
been
make a
trying to.
decision
He
like that?
they said he went on 4 different interviews with the Cowboys, with
Mm,
Denver. He was trying to get the fuck up out of there. You could see it in his face. I remember when Prime yelled at his ass on the sideline, and he looked at that nigga like, man, shut the fuck up. I ain't listening to you.
he wanted out of there.
Yeah, he wanted out of here. Why not?
So
Because if
what
he
is
fuck
so
around and
that's
have one more bad year, he fuck up his name.
period. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Like, there's nothing like so. All right, Neckbone saying that he can't make a judgment on this. So obviously, you got a guy who's been there that just was a defensive coordinator that took a $1 million pay cut to go back to the NFL. And there's a reason why you do that. Now, it ain't about the bag. People ain't leaving Colorado about the bag. They ain't doing that.
They not.
They
I
wanting up
hate to
out
hear
of
you
there.
say that. Man, niggas ain't be it ain't the bag. Most of the time it ain't the bag, bro. Some of them niggas is leaving without a bag. They just hitting the portal and they ain't got shit. They ain't got shit ready. They just don't want to be there.
All right, so let's get up at white. Which it is chaotic. I see you. It is. It is chaotic, and it's. I think it's starting to. I think it's starting to come to light, and I think some of us is really dimming in the stars and wanting to look away from that though. But I want to get into that though. Like, so like I mean, just like, can you give me like some of your guesses of what you might be thinking that's going on? Like, you mean your opinion? What's your
I'm
opinion?
I think whatever y'all think is not a guess, bro. Okay, let's watch this. Neck bone. What you think is going on? Because we see everything. You think what you guess is wrong, or you think what you guess is probably right since you see everything?
Neck bone.
He gone. He
Nah,
might.
he here. He in here.
Yeah, I hear y'all. I hear y'all. I hear y'all. I honestly feel like I said, bro, it's put up or shut up time for Coach Prime. I honestly feel that if he gonna show he a coach, he want to actually be involved. This is the year. I mean, you got to actually think about it. And I try to stay on CU and see what's going on, but you got to actually think about it in the future for Coach Prime. If he really want to coach actually after this year or coach somewhere else at a bigger program, he has to show. He has to show teams in schools that he can actually be involved and do it right. If he gonna take the head coach role and not, be an offensive guru like Coach Hayes was saying on his show, he was saying that Mario Cristobal never takes his play sheet out of his pants, which I will agree with. I never seen them actually take it out. I couldn't find the photo. So shout out to Coach Hayes. And he has Mario Cristobal has A+ offensive coordinators, defensive coordinators, coaches who know the game. So it
Mm-hmm.
actually helps him a lot. So a prime want to win games and be that guy. He got to get people around, not just with NFL playing experience, but with coaching experience.
But the
And I
problem is,
feel
I
like
feel
he
like
I, he
he's
headed in the right
selling.
direction, but it's a little too late
I feel
I
like
was
he
just
because
gonna
he
already
could
say
had
win
guys with
5 games
experience.
this
he's
year.
selling. He's selling from
He could
coaches
win
and
five
players. Like
games
the
this
players he
year,
got
and we
2 years
won't
ago,
be
he
we
never would have
won't
picked
be
them niggas up. 2 years ago, he never would have picked any of them players that he got recently. He wouldn't even pick them up. But he got to get some bodies in there. Now he got coaches. He got a GA from Texas College. He never would have hired that nigga 2 years ago. But he don't have a choice now. He got to have somebody. He got to have somebody.
Right.
What we gonna do? They don't want to give it to Warren Sapp for some reason, which is weird to me. I don't know what's going on with that. You paid a nigga 6 figures to be a GA, but he can't be the D line coach.
There it is.
I,
I
I I
mean,
don't think Warren Sapp should be a D line coach.
What is he
I feel
doing?
like he should be exactly where he's at because for a NFL legend to sit there and say that Texas ain't got great talent and to just cut off his Texas recruiting pit like he just did for no reason, he shouldn't be allowed to coach anywhere anywhere.
So you
He
hire a nigga
shouldn't.
from IA that's 20. What is he? 24 years old. That coached at Texas College. That's what you're
right.
doing?
Texas College is in Tyler, right?
Yeah, it's an NAIA school, and
Yeah,
he's a
it's in
GA.
Tyler, Texas. It's a lot of great talent that came out of Texas College. It's a HBCU. But my thing is, I mean, he getting somebody with actual experience and not somebody who just put a dip spit under his lip and act like he know what he's talking about and kicking power lines over. I'll take the GA over Warren Sapp
But
because
this the
Warren
problem.
Sapp hasn't shown anything, but he can be an idiot.
Then you can't. Then he need to be off the team. Then if Warren Sapp don't deserve the defensive line coach, he has no purpose on this team. Just get rid of him. If that's the case, if Warren Sapp can't be
Yeah,
the
I
D line
haven't
coach,
even seen him, and
get
I
rid of him.
think I think that's a good thing if Prime has a part of ways with him because I mean I love Warren Sapp's game, but as far as a coach, he hasn't shown me anything.
I feel you.
Well, look, my thing is, I feel like Coach Prime already had good. I feel like he had good coaches already there. I feel like
And
Charles Kelly was a
I
great
will say this,
coach.
and I don't mean to cut you off, Trucking.
Yeah, go ahead, finish
How
what
are
you're
you a
saying.
great coach? How you a great coach when all of your defensive linemen enter the portal? I mean,
Okay,
everybody left.
From
Nobody
Brett
stayed. That's
everybody.
not good character.
now who you talking about? What coach you talking about being a great coach?
The defensive lineman, Warren Sapp.
Warren Sapp. Okay, you still you want Warren Sapp? I don't think that. Yeah, like I mean they gone. A lot of people left, but once again, I mean, but the rumor was is that everybody left because of the bag because they were all moving on for the bag. But we knew we knew better than that. We knew that they wasn't leaving for the
Yeah.
bag. They was leaving because of lack of development, because their coaches don't know what the fuck they doing. That's why they left. Let's just call it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey,
I
hey,
mean,
hey, breaking news.
oh, he about to break some news. What happened, Law? What happened? What happened, dog? Law, dog. What happened? We losing you,
Nah,
man.
it's just
What's
fire.
up? What's up?
Nah, you can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
I said they fired Warren Sapp. I said they fired Warren Sapp, so y'all can go and move past that.
You
Oh,
lying?
just came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. I was like, this
You
don't make no sense,
lying?
bro. It didn't make no sense. He
You
don't need to
ain't.
be there. If you hiring this nigga, Warren Sapp need to be fired. It didn't make any sense. I just said that. It didn't make any sense.
No, it didn't. They
You
fired
got a
him.
gold jacket and you
I don't
got
like to
this
stump
taking
down
your
on him,
job.
but hey, it wasn't it, bro.
Well, cool. We can move on. I would like Law Dog say move on. That nigga gone.
He
He probably
gone.
ain't gonna never coach again. And he
He
can't coach.
gone.
He ain't can't coach.
Where the news come from, though? All right.
Brian Howe.
All right. Brian Howe said that Warren Sapp out of there. All right, bet. He gone. This shit, hey, well, that answers a lot of the questions right there, too. Warren Sapp up out of there. Bye-bye. Yep.
Okay,
You
so I got a
gone.
question for you. The kid that's coming in coaching. I mean, everybody got to get a shot. I ain't even gonna trip, so I'm not gonna be mad at it. If I'm him and I'm his family, I'm happy for him. But if you recruit, are you coming to Colorado? If he comes knocking on your door,
Who? If who come knocking on your door?
The Texas college coach that they just hired, that was a GA. If you a good player, are you coming to Colorado?
Alpha, you not niggas don't choose schools because of coaches like that, like especially assistant coaches.
So what made them choose it?
I mean
Nowadays?
the
Because
landscape
Colorado
changed,
don't
but
have the bag.
Hey,
They don't.
Truckin,
They
look up
didn't
his
the bag.
resume.
I mean,
Who?
I'm pretty
Whose
sure they got.
resume do you
Truckin,
want?
look up his resume.
I'm pretty
Whose
sure they got
resume you want to
something.
see, brother?
So you say it pretty much comes
The
down to the
guy from
bag, and that's
Texas
it.
College that we keep talking
No,
about.
I'm just saying
Texas College. I don't even know what
that
coach y'all
you
talking about.
don't
What is his name?
just look up the new whatever. I don't know. Just look up the new D line coach of Colorado, man.
I
Pull
think
up
it's
his
like
resume.
Neil Carter.
But you don't know your position coach really till you get out there and start getting recruited, because you might not even be your recruiter might not even be your position coach. I mean, it's been
No, that's
time.
true. Yeah, when I went to my school, by the time I got there, the motherfucker that recruited me was gone.
So that's what I'm saying. So
I get you. I
yeah,
mean, but there is
I'm saying
still
I'm just
something. The
answering your
motherfucker that
question.
recruited me went to the Redskins. He went straight. He was gone to the Redskins. But
Okay,
there's
so that's what I'm
something.
saying. I'm just answering your question. I ain't, I'm saying, I'm thinking you know that you should. I mean, from your experience and you being around, so you should know that already.
Yeah,
Like,
but I
that shit
mean, but there is something about a nigga knocking on your door. Like if a nigga knocking on your door, and I'm like, who you? What you talking about? Tell me who you got to the league or
but
whatever
I'm
the hell.
saying, but that ain't the conversation always though.
Dante
No, I'm talking
Carter.
about the big time niggas. The big time niggas just is who you
I mean,
coach.
yeah, I'm saying once you get up to the school, but if you got so if your coach left and they brought in the next guy, you didn't leave the school because your coach left.
Oh no, I didn't. Now some
So I'm
niggas would, but
saying
I mean,
that's not the you feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, like that shit ain't. I understand what you're saying, but I feel like it's a mute
And
point at
my
the same
thing
time.
is, Alpha, yeah, it's a mute point. I would agree because my thing is I'm assuming you comparing the GA to Warren Sapp just because Warren Sapp was a GA and then the guy they
different
brought
combo,
in as a
different
GA
combo
from
coaching.
Texas College. But my thing is the guy from Texas College might be just trying to get an opportunity. Warren Sapp, that was his. I mean, that's what his education allowed him to get. I would think. I mean, he didn't have no coaching experience, so he had to be a GA.
Well,
They had,
this
you know
guy
what I'm
was just
saying? So he had to start from the bottom. But you can't compare a GA to Warren Sapp. I mean, if anything, Warren Sapp should know more than the dude do. But then you go back into the conversation uh, um of what NFL Hall of Famers can get kids, but if the NFL Hall of Famer has the brain of a squirrel nut, it doesn't matter anyway because Warren Sapp ain't bringing in nobody.
What up, Cliff?
Not after this year, because he just got exposed. He doesn't have a. He's not as smart as you, I would say, Alpha, or probably not even me when it comes to just understanding people. He just know defensive tackle, getting off the ball, and simple stuff like NFL. I don't think he can correlate with people good. I mean,
Hey,
you can see it in the
nah,
meetings when
the
he
story.
talking. It's like, bro, what is he talking about?
Well, prior to coming to CU just last year, Carter spent one season in 2024 as the defensive line coach at Texas College, a NAIA school in Tyler, Texas. Under his direction, the Stars led the SAC conference and finished fourth in the NAIA in sacks with 39. In 2024, Carter helped the Stars to an 8-3 record. That's what just came up 2 days ago. All right. So that's kind of his resume. I can't get his Wikipedia for some reason, bro. But I
Because
mean,
probably don't have one.
yeah,
Yeah, I
probably don't
mean,
got
shit, he
one,
probably
but
don't got one, but
You don't need to, Trigger.
but
I
that's
think we
pretty
got
much
it. I
it.
think
But
we
that,
got
you
it.
know, I was just, you know what I'm saying, somebody, you asked for his, his resume, and I was trying to get his resume before you pulled up, so, or whatever. But that's the information that popped up on Dante Carter. All right.
Well, I wish him good luck. Just like I said, I actually now that Colorado got a black quarterback, black head coach, black OC, black DC, black O line. Well, no, white O line. Well, who's the O line coach? Is it Jerron?
they got 3 O-line with a white boy the head guy, but they got two black assistants.
Oh, what?
Okay.
So he trying to make up for leaving Jackson State.
Well, I actually need, and I want Colorado to at least be representable. I don't need them to look horrible, bro. They cannot look with all that blackness. I do not want that shit to look like trash. It's just too. I don't want it to look.
So you a fan this season? You cheering for him?
Oh, I'm a cheerleader. Fuck a fan. I'm a cheerleader. Like, come on, y'all can't. Don't go out there looking like a bunch of damn bad news bears. I don't want to see 13, 14 men on the field.
Seriously,
Fuck 12. I don't want to see that shit.
StreamYard, clip that.
Yeah, clip
that. I'm a cheerleader this year. Please
my
look
nigga,
good.
all right now. Don't goddamn change. Don't goddamn.
Oh no, that don't mean if I see some shit, I'm gonna call it out. I'm a cheerleader because I'm hoping them motherfuckers do well.
But I'm saying, I'm just saying, I got to keep you in the middle of the road when you go too far, though, just in case.
Oh no. If I see some shit, I'm gonna call it out and I'm gonna be pissed because you're making us look bad.
As we should. You know what I'm saying.
Hold up. Hold up. So what y'all just trying to get a nigga a pass now because he got an all black coaching staff at Colorado and just left Jackson State the way he did. So what? You're just excusing him now?
I'm down for my nigga.
Sending him prayers.
What that nigga say?
If you was really down for your nigga, you stay down. You with him. You was already with your dogs, and then you walked away from them. So now you just trying to make up for it by bringing them to Colorado and adding to the 0.5% of black people that's in Colorado now. So now hold up, it jumped to 1.3 because we got an all black coaching staff in Colorado. Now there's 1.3 black people in Colorado.
That's filibuster talk. What you talking about? What I'm talking about,
I already know what you mean.
What I'm saying is, I was a Shadur fan. Period. But the fact that, you feel me, he locked in. He come from Prime by default. I'm locked in with my niggas. You see what I'm saying?
All right.
How y'all think what you gonna do, guys? Something tell me this shit gonna. I don't know if he gonna finish the year as a starter. How y'all think Juju do?
Juju?
I don't know. We gotta wait and see.
Okay.
Cause don't nobody know what the fuck the go-go is.
That's why I said I don't know shit.
Don't nobody know what it is for real. Like I hear people saying what they think it is, but nobody can definitively tell me what the shit is. I've watched the interviews of the OC, and he basically said that the shit is it's a multi-concept. It's not even like
we're gonna hear it from the man himself, right? The go-go offense is from the man himself. He explains it. I swear the man explains it himself, bro. Now we're gonna take our time out today. Hold up. We're gonna take because I think I got a video. I had a video, right? I can't remember if I got it or not, but he explained. Brennan Marion actually explains the go-go offense. He actually explains it like himself, like and I don't know if I got the video. I can't get the video or not, but
yeah, I've watched videos of him explaining it. But my thing is, if you do like your research and like you get into it, he ran it at ULV, he ran it at Howard, he ran it at Sacramento State. But
yeah,
the elements of what he got at quarterback, the closest thing may have been Jaden Maven, who transferred to USC.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
how he spoke about that, he was like, I mean, he said some good things. He didn't break down. He like even when they ask him about it, he don't necessarily break it down. He kind of he explains it as like how lethal it can be against certain shit. He don't like if we were talking about
you want to talk about the philosophy of the go-go offense,
right? He don't
See,
necessarily explain it like that. He just explained that you can get multiple people involved depending on the look. You know, we have options type shit. So it's not like I don't know what it is yet. So I can't say Juju can perform in it or he can't type shit because it's only one guy that played in the offense where he's similar, and that's the quarterback that went to USC. And
I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. From the running that I seen, the actual running that I seen Juju Lewis doing, he actually got a little scoot to him. Like I ain't gonna lie, Juju he could scoot a little bit. Now could he run this offense? I think so. I think he could run the offense. I'm not gonna count Juju on to say Juju can't run this offense. No, he's not his body type is not, according to body types, how people get caught up in the physical traits. His physical traits ain't the physical traits we're used to seeing him run this Brennan Marion offense. But to go back to talking about Brennan Marion actually explaining it, it's a 2-minute video. I don't know if y'all want, we could take the time and watch it real quick, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Take a couple minutes out and actually watch the video of it. And then we'll get back into the conversation, jump right back up into it. Because he actually explains what's going on. Can y'all see it? Do I got the video pulled up for y'all? Can y'all see it? Just yeah or name me real quick. I ain't trying to, leave a dry spot or whatever. You know what I'm saying? All right, bet. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play that. This is the man himself, just quickly explaining. 2 minutes, y'all. Just 2 minutes. He gonna explain it.
The offense. All right. Here's a cool picture right here on having our 5 guys lined up into the boundary. All right. So you see a picture right there that you'd be hard pressed to see any other team line up like that in the country. Okay. 2 receivers on the ball, receiver off the ball. We're in an unbalanced set here. 2 running backs in the backfield. Okay, side by side. All right. So how do we install plays? Our philosophy. Okay. How we tell our players we create the selfless with our players. Go is how you play without the ball determines how much you love your teammates. Okay. How you play without the football determines how much you love your teammates. Because everybody, okay, from the little league age up, wanted to get the ball in their hands, okay, and run with the ball. Okay, but not everybody wants to block. Okay, not everybody wants to run the guy off. Not everybody wants to run the route that gets somebody else open. Carry out the fake, all those little things that make a play truly work. Okay.
So that's probably why they got rid of Marion, because he was probably saying that he probably didn't block. But we'll go into it. Keep notes, y'all.
We're organic. Okay, we're gonna err on the side of creativity. All right. What we do is we're not trying to copy anybody or be the same as or be business as usual. Okay. We're going to do what we do. Okay. And create different ways to do what we do. Okay. Toughness. Okay. We are 2-back, power run, vertical shot team. We're going to throw the ball deep down the field. Okay. And we're going to have 2 backs in the backfield to run the ball downhill. All right. Pace. All right. Pace. 2-minute pace at all times to create a 5th quarter. All right. When we try to create a normal game, all right, is 60 snaps, 60 to 65 snaps. We're trying to get into the 80, 90 snap range, okay? Last year we were at 78, okay, and that's not good enough, okay? We need to be higher, all right? Personnel, all right? So for the high school coaches like me that started off as a high school coach, if you want to run this offense, all you truly need is 1 vertical threat, 2 running backs, and a quarterback, okay, that can understand how to distribute the football. Okay, can understand how to distribute the football. He doesn't have to be a great runner. Okay, he doesn't have to be a big, dynamic guy. Okay, we've had quarterbacks who couldn't run and still ran for yards, and we have quarterbacks who can run and run for a lot of yards. It doesn't matter. Okay, either one will help you.
All right.
Okay, so
that's the man himself explaining that. Now that's his man himself explaining his philosophy on the go-go offense. Like, was there anybody that's confused out there? Just let me know what's up, because that's the man himself explaining that, right?
What did you get from that? Because I told you he don't tell you what it. He just tell you how he's effective.
Okay, what I got from that is that first of all, like you gotta have selfless guys in this offense. You gotta have guys who are willing to block, the willing, like he said, run routes open. Do buy into the system. Buy into the system because every time a receiver runs a route, don't mean you're getting the ball. That you're helping your other guy get open for the play to work. You know what I'm saying? Selfless football, a teamwork that matters with this offense, right? You don't gotta have all these fast receivers, but they got a couple of them. They got a couple of vertical threats on this team, right? But all you really need is one to make it work. But they got a few vertical threats. So that means that this offense just opened up even more. Now, and you need two backs. You got two backs at every time. And you want to, and it's a fast pace. And like fast pace, he trying to get 80 to 90 snaps. If I'm like, look, I ain't played college ball, but look, I do know that's a lot of damn snaps, right? In a game. Am I lying? That's a lot of trying to get a lot of snaps. And then I mean, and I mean, it pretty much answered the question of how Juju going to do in this offense too. I mean, you don't need a quarterback who is fast or big, like how I thought. You just got to have a guy who knows how to distribute the ball. You know what I mean? Got to know where your players are at, and how to distribute the ball. And I think all that, but what all I heard is that with the way he wants this philosophy to be is, first of all, is Coach Prime even going to let it let him run his philosophy the way that this offense is supposed to work, or is he going to try to do Coach Prime to it, which he's probably going to do. But anyhow, and I think that he can get it done though. I think that Juju can get this whole thing done, distributing the ball because he's not the. But I think he got a little bit of wheels. But that's what I picked up from it, man. So did that answer your question, or are we still in the same area with that?
We still in the same. I mean, I'm not necessarily. I mean, you answered it, so I'm talking to you, but I ain't really necessarily talking to you because you answered it. But like I said,
Right.
I watched this same interview before, and I'm like, nigga, he still don't necessarily explain it. You feel me? Like, I hear what you're saying, but a vertical threat, two running backs, all that shit could be on any team in America, Chubby.
True.
All coaches tell you, be selfless, go hard for your teammates.
Right.
All coaches tell receivers, you got to block for your running back. Like, you see what I'm saying? That shit, that's the basic fundamental. You hear that shit in every, from little league up.
Right.
Fact. You hear that shit, and you can, what I mean? You can have a quarterback that can't throw and can run. I mean, that's the basic, that's the bare minimum. You see what I'm saying?
Fact. So and like that's what he was saying too. Facts. He definitely said that.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like I say, I don't know what the fuck it's gonna be, type shit. That's why I said I just gotta wait and see.
Like look, I'm just giving my opinion, right? Because look, we the bold ones that actually come out here on the cam or behind a voice and actually put it behind our name, right? We stamping it behind our name. Other people just come in here and say, ha, y'all was wrong. But look, we go ahead and we drop our opinions. Like, you ain't gonna be right with it, right? Because we don't know how this offense is gonna go. So this is just opinion based. Nobody's right or wrong. But me myself, I think that, to be honest, I think it's just going to take time for this offense to roll. But I think year two with this offense is going to look crazy. And only because, look, I don't know if I'll say this, show. If Coach Prime lets him run it the way that he wants to run with his philosophy, there's success with this offense at Colorado. But if Coach Prime wants to come in here and say, all right, we got the go-go offense, and we want to, you know what I'm saying? We want to, like I said, 80% pass the ball, 20% run.
I don't think that's necessary. I don't foresee that being. I don't look at it like that.
That's how because every head coach, right? Every head coach, you run your team. All right, you the head coach of the team. You hired me to be the offensive coordinator, Law. I'm the offensive coordinator. Yeah, I bring my plays, my playbook, but you the head coach. So if you say we going this game against, I don't know, Georgia Tech, there's we going 80%, 75% run, or like that's what we doing.
I can't, I don't, like I say, for me, Chubby, I just don't see it that way, because if we looking, like I say, I look at it from the overarching view. Like, I think people be so caught up in they feelings about the man and shit. Like let's look at football and coaching. Like, you gotta start there too. You feel me?
Right.
Like, we could start with all the tabloid shit. Yeah, that's cool. well, this shit is football too. You feel me?
Yeah.
And when you know what I mean, when you in these situations, this should be about football. So at the end of the day, it's like when you hire a guy like this with a basically with his claim to fame being something innovative and new, you
Right.
hire him to do what the fuck he do. Period. Point
Exactly.
blank. So what I'm saying is, at the end of the day, if you look at how they built the roster from the
Yeah.
previous couple years, it's totally different than what we seen the last 2 years. So I
I
think
agree.
within that change vertically, it has to be different because the scheme that we running, we basically never seen this shit before. You see what I'm saying?
Got you.
So I feel like you gotta. I'm gonna say what I do. I'm betting with the shit. You feel me? I'm betting with the shit that it's gonna be immaculate because of what I feel Juju can do
Mm-hmm.
and the pieces they put around it for it to perform. You see what I'm saying? So what I think they previously had was a motherfucking
I just don't think.
Honda engine with a Ferrari outside. You see what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah.
Now what I now they might not necessarily got a Ferrari right now, but let's just say they got a nice ass BMW AMG where it's
Yeah.
like it ain't the super high quality, but it's still a luxury vehicle, and I think they got all the pieces to where this piece fit with this piece, that piece fit with this piece. Now, it got some new innovative shit going on with it. We might not necessarily know what that's finna be, but we gotta wait till the motherfucking car come out. But if we know anything about previously, we seen with these Benzes and how they, you see what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like
See.
that's different type shit. You know what I mean? In my opinion, how I see it type shit.
So
Cause
that's
I'm
that's
I'm
how I
looking at
feel
it
too.
football. I ain't getting too. I'm not dick riding the dick pulling like most of them, Chubby. You feel me?
I
I'm
hear
not
that.
going too far like the super fans, and I'm not going too far like the haters. You feel me?
Right.
I'm standing in the middle of that shit and saying, okay, at the end of the day, this football. What do I see football wise?
Okay. I like that. I like that, Law. So where I'm at with it is like I feel like they got the Ferrari, right? I feel like you got the Ferrari body in the garage. You got the whole Ferrari in the garage, but it's all broke down into parts. And it's just gonna take time to build that motherfucker the right way. And now I'm building a Ferrari, but now I gotta call overseas and order this part. This part gonna take a few weeks to come. So I can't
Well,
even
what
put
is
this
it?
other
Okay,
parts on because until this
let
part
me.
comes.
Okay. Let's stick with this concept. So, what is it if each car was a piece, right? If
Mm-hmm.
each position was a piece, you see what I'm saying? And let's say
Mm-hmm.
GPS would be like the head coaching system, like the
Right.
functionality of the car. What piece or what position do you think they don't have right now? To
What
just
position that I think they don't have
yeah, for them
right
to crank
now?
for them to crank this motherfucker up.
Well,
I feel like there's a couple of offensive linemen. You waiting for that. We waiting for the piece to build the rest. You know what I'm saying?
I don't
I,
know, Chubby. I don't
I
know if you
think
did your homework, but go ahead.
I think they more of a. I think the go go is the updated version of the run and shoot.
Okay, what is the run and shoot?
Run and shoot was who can I compare that to? Buffalo Bills 4 championships.
And drill. Too many.
That shit
It's
too
just
far for me. I don't know.
been drill football.
Only
I
thing,
do got.
only little like twist to it is the two backs because he wants a fast pace. He wants a receiver that can stretch the field vertical so he can take his vertical shots. But with his other two receivers are more regular route runners. Your slot may be more of a possession. And then you're gonna go with the quick run game and then possible well, of course, throw some power run into it also.
Okay, so do you think they
Got a
can?
question,
I
Cliff.
just go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
What does the tight ends come in at? Because my thing is I haven't seen um Colorado get experienced tight ends, which I would like to see in
Hmm.
Dion's career in Colorado. What does the tight ends come in at? Because we all know good offenses. I'm not gonna compare them to Georgia, but when you playing football, it's just something about that tight end that get open and create space and field. With it being a dominantly run heavy offense and you got two receivers out there, I would imagine they would have a tight end out there that can make a big play. And
I
you know
don't
what I'm
think
saying?
they.
Not saying they have a Travis Kelsey, but somebody that can, you know what I'm saying, get 6, 8, 9 yards, possibly busted for 23, or you know what I'm saying, just make plays.
Well, in that
We
type of
talking about football.
right, in that type of offense, usually the tight end in the run and shoot, he can get you catches, but his main thing is you use him when you're in the run game. So basically, you're going to use a predominantly blocking tight end in that
Yeah.
offense.
But
And
I
then you got to
still,
think about it. You still got two running backs on
Mhm.
the field too.
So
Right, exactly. So you always go have a lead blocker in that offense. Which that's why I said it's an upgraded run and shoot, because people that remember Buffalo, it was basically Thurman Thomas in the backfield. Now occasionally, yes, they did have a fullback, but
mhm.
it was the pace and the speed. He wants to speed the game up really fast, get the defense a little tired, because if he wants to run 90 plays, that defense is going to be breathing hard by the third quarter.
well, okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all this. This is the only thing I do know about this offense is this, and it's not no profound statement, but it's a real statement. That offense is either gonna look great or it's gonna look like shit. It's not no in between when you run that type of offense, that fast
Right.
pace. Because all
Yeah.
it take for you to get 90 plays, your defense is gonna have to help you out too.
Mhm.
Right.
If a motherfucker want to just pound and grind your ass and you go 3 and out and they pound and grind you again, you done got fucking 2 possessions and a half. And you sitting here, your offense don't work like that. It just can't
Right.
work. A turnover here, a turnover there, and they get the ball back and they pound. And I know that's any football team. I get that.
Mhm.
The thing about offenses that don't have any kind of ball control to it, meaning you can get a 20-point lead and still lose the game, is just like people that shoot threes. We've seen a lot of teams shoot a lot of threes. And then all of a sudden, when that shit get real tight and them threes ain't hitting, you look up and you lose to a team you ain't supposed to lose to, just because for some reason that day, the 90 play offense that you was trying to do, a turnover here, a turnover there, and all they did was just move the chains. Now you have a problem going on.
Right.
So I'm not saying anything bad or good. I'm with Law, but what I do know is this: those offenses, either it's gonna look great, which will be I'll applaud them and I'll bow down and be like, yo, you did that thing, or that shit can look horrible. And you guys like, what the fuck is this? We can't move the fucking ball.
Yeah, because that's a key thing that
Or
Alpha
just
said.
or
If you don't,
it could be a
if
possibility that they will switch again too. You have to understand that they still had that coordinator that they had at Jackson State when they switched TC Taylor out. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily believe that would be a great
Man, hell
idea,
nah.
but I'm
Hell nah.
saying let's just say that the offensive coordinator who's coming in and we saying they're gonna go run. Let's just say with it being a better competition at this level, that he adds more pass concepts to it. Because if it was like the guy that my quarterback at USC, I should know his name, but I
Jalen
don't know,
Mays.
it's not ringing right now.
Isaiah, you talking about
well,
Isaiah?
Jaden
Yeah,
Maven. He
Jalen
has
Mays.
it's a lot of passing that's going on in that offense at UNLV. So if he can bring that concept with him, I mean, I don't feel like he should have. I don't feel like it's that far off. You know what I'm saying?
I
If he
mean,
can get the passing game going
I
and
mean,
just
the
not
nigga
just
was
it's
run the
averaging. The
ball.
nigga was averaging like 35, 40 points a game. So
right. And the thing about
Right.
that is what I said about the run and shoot is this: you have to have a back that's going to pick up yards. So, like Truckin was saying, the offensive line does play important part in that offense, because you have to be
I
able to
think
run
they
the
got the
ball.
O line. I like the pieces they put on the O line.
Okay. Because I ain't really seen nothing, but as far as listening to y'all
I'm
talking
well
about the
versed.
offense, you know what I'm saying? It's like what Alpha say. You can try and throw the ball all over the field, which I don't think that's what they're gonna do. You this year, usually with that, you're gonna see a lot of draws. That's why he say carry out the fakes, because the draws are gonna be implemented in your play action pass game.
I'm back. I'm
And I
back. I'm
will
back.
say
I'm
this,
back in
guys.
guru mode, man.
I don't think Prime is dumb enough to go out there without no bullets in his pistol. I feel like he didn't seen that too much. I think he gonna, if anything, he gonna have some and something else in the backup plan, bro, with this situation. Not saying it's
I
gonna
don't
be
really
his
think he can
playbook,
do
but
that
I
though.
feel
At this
like he
point,
gonna kind of push that
he
OC
don't
to
got
kind of,
enough
what I'm
time to do
saying,
that,
hey, bro, if the
bro.
run don't work, have something going on. What you
No,
say?
Yeah.
I
I don't
think he
think
gonna
he
let
got
the
it. I don't
OC
think
kind
he
of
can pivot. I think previously he probably had it like that, but I don't think this year it's too much. It's too much on the line this year, brother. Be
right.
trying to go
Yeah,
back and forth on it. Like he
I
finna,
will say
he
when
committing to
when,
it, bro. He
Mm-hmm.
got to.
when
yeah.
UNLV was
Oh, so
12
you saying he
schools,
gonna go run if that's the case?
No. I'm just
No,
saying,
that ain't the offense.
yeah, that ain't the offense.
what'd you say?
Okay.
Go ahead,
Can
Alpha.
you? I was saying when UNLV played the Big 12 schools and he ran that offense when they were rolling, they only averaged 14 points. They had 7 one game and 20 another. And those teams
No,
were
but I'm talking about over. I'm talking about overall. I mean, shit. I mean, it's UNLV. Alpha. They ain't playing. They ain't no Big 12 school.
All I'm
but that's my concern. I think the talent that they getting,
thank you.
a lot of them are not Big 12 talent. So we in that situation where the talent, most of the talent that they got weren't Big 12 talented players. And now
I can't go for that, Alpha, because at the end of the day, my thing is shit. I just seen Indiana do it, bro.
So what about the talent he had last year then? So let's talk
I
about the
don't.
talent he
I
had
think they
last
was
year at Sacramento
talented, but
State.
I don't think the pieces fit, bro.
Like
you know
he had the talent, the
I don't think the
pieces, and all
pieces
that
fit.
last year.
Okay,
He had it.
let me ask Alpha because Alpha know
Okay,
Alpha.
I'm
At
gonna
one
get out
point
the
in
way.
time, as bad as goddamn Cade and Salter was, you watched him and you thought that motherfucker was a brilliant quarterback at Liberty, right or wrong?
Oh, absolutely. I
Right.
think his
So you would say
I think he was good.
right.
I
You said
I
he was like
thought
the number 2 or number 3 quarterback in the country, right?
coming back. I
Right.
thought
So my point is he's just
I got you.
hold
In
on.
this system, I
No,
thought under Sean Lewis and probably even under this guy, I ain't gonna lie. I think Kay Salter in this offense might do good, or
right.
Sean Lewis.
So you would say he was talented, but he just didn't fit in the. You see what I'm saying?
Correct.
So
Correct.
that's my only point I'm making. I just feel like at the end of the day, it was. I mean, yeah. I mean, everything gonna play a part in this shit. But if you look at certain shit, I just feel like the pieces didn't fit. It wasn't a good structured situation. It's just kind of like when like NBA teams bring all them like all or like the fucking when the Brooklyn brought KD, James Harden, and Kyrie. You would think that shit's a guaranteed ring, but sometimes that shit just don't fit. Like I just think it was a bad fit. Like if you look at it, they broke the shit down completely. They removed a lot of the players that they had from that team. The coaching situation, they moved pieces around. Now they did keep uh the DB's coach, but they brought in another guy. You know what I mean? Where I
Mm-hmm.
think the dude be coaching the niggas, so maybe he's better fit to coach there. Coach Hart had been demoted. You see what I'm saying? So like I said, I feel like I'm rocking with it, bro. I'm the guru,
What
Alpha. I'm back. I'm back to season 1, Law Dog,
Coach Hart,
Alpha.
what kind of offensive
I got the
line do you
chance.
need to run 80, 90 snaps per game?
you
That's my
need every
question.
offense. You need offense that can continuously. You need a lot of shit to run. Like I don't know, man. I mean, he could do it,
I'm
I
just talking
guess.
about the offensive line, Alpha. I'm just talking about the offensive line. Like, what kind of offensive line do you need to run 80, 90 snaps per game?
I mean, what you call that shit? Not athletic.
You need athletic offensive line.
People
Yeah,
able to
that's
get
what
up
I
to the
was going.
second level.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. Laws. Do they need to be more athletic between the two guards and the center, or more
Yeah,
athletic?
they got it. They went out there and
Okay,
got it. It's there. I'm telling you.
okay.
I will apply them. I'm going to go get a backup quarterback for
They got that
Utah.
too.
I feel
I'm
like they
telling
did
you, the
good on that
nigga,
one.
but see, I'm not necessarily giving prime to how this shit was built. I'm looking at Marion. See what I'm saying?
Marion could
Right.
build, bro. He can build. He
I'm
just
not
needs
necessarily.
time, bro. He
I'm not.
he he gonna get it done.
I
I'm
know
just
prime signed the checks, but from what I'm seeing and how what my eyes tell me, Marion built this shit, man.
Wait a minute, Law. Prime ain't signing no checks, bro.
Man, prime signing them checks, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you talking.
Jesus.
Prime signing them checks,
Yeah.
nigga. Prime determining who getting them and who not getting them, nigga. Better
Man,
believe
listen.
that.
Brennan Marion, right? I ain't no doubt, and I think he can get it done. I think but I think it's gonna take time. Me and Law, we went through this last year with the offensive line. You thought the offensive line last year was the same way. I thought they needed chemistry, and that's what they needed, just time together. That's important. You can't have those guys out there just five guys getting together for one time. That's the nucleus of your team and how that offense is going to run, and get out there and think it's just going to
That
jail
shit
in
not
week
that
one.
hard, bro. I think that's a
But it's
that's a
hard, but
that
it's
shit
not as
cliche.
easy as you think it is, neither though. Law,
Man, that
obviously.
shit cliche, bro. Because I
But
mean,
no, it's not though, because if I can get five guys like you that think like you on the offensive line and that run like you on the offensive line, then that works. But if
yeah.
you
But my
getting
thing is, it's more about the coaching and knowing what's like. See, like I say, it's just certain shit I'm willing to bet on, opposed to like my opinion. Like, well, okay, like that's your opinion, right, Chip? You feel like that, right?
I think
So
I feel like that, but I also
right, but I'm
seen it.
saying,
I've
let me
seen
tell
it.
you what make me adverse to what you're saying. Because when I think
Right.
about the football of it, I'm like, shit can't be. No, I don't think it could be that motherfucking hard because of what I expect them to do. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like the way they should scheme it, they should be able to do it. I mean, when I said I don't like I say, I'm betting on football more than my opinion, bro. It's just
All right.
it's
All
just
right.
like
Well, I mean, if I that and that's
once
where
I
I'm
pull
at with
my
it too,
opinion
though.
back, it's more football to me than it
But
is.
see, my opinion is just it's not. But look, I do drop my opinion, but my opinion is largely also based off of what I've seen on the football field. It's just not a out of this world just opinion. It's I drop my opinion, so you can label me an opinionist or whatever. But I also go back and it's based off of what I've seen per football. You know what I'm saying? So when I do tell you that this offense it works and it will work, but okay, so I keep going back to last year. Him at Sacramento State, they out talented the FCS in whole as a total. In the Big Sky, it's not easy. It's not a walk through in the Big Sky. I'm not saying that. Montana, they won the FCS national championship.
Right, but
They were in
7-5
there,
is a good record
but
anywhere for a first year.
it's not a that was a good record. But I mean, you gotta be go seven and
But I'm
five. You
saying,
got to. You in
I'm
the
saying, what was your
FCS.
expectations for him to
So,
win it all?
I mean, look, when you better go 75 when you got 36 Division I football players on
But
your
that
damn
doesn't
team.
happen like that, Chubby. You know this. That's the same conversation we had from
I
last
know
week.
we had this conversation last week, but I'm saying, that's what it is, though.
So
I mean,
what?
these guys.
So what would have been satisfying to your to
Look,
the
I don't want to get into what's satisfying. I'm just getting into where I think where my opinion comes from. It's football based. You ask, I'm giving you my opinion simply based off of what I seen his team do last year, and it was good. It wasn't bad. And where we are right now in the Big 12, based off of what these other teams also have too coming into this year. I do think that this team is going to have success. I just think it takes time to have success. I'm not going out there and saying, like, I'm not saying that's going to be weak. It's going to roll. I think I'm leaning more towards what Alpha was saying. Like, it's either going to be really good and immaculate, or it's going to be fucking horrible in the Big 12. But I just think, like, all right, look, it's going to take some time to roll. That's all. And I'm on that. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm stuck with it. I'm right there. It's going to take time to roll. I'm not jumping way over there in hater lane, but I'm also not jumping over there in super fan. I'm right there, bro. I'm right there with you, Law. But I'm right here saying that this year is going. I got to see how it works, and I think they're missing a couple pieces on the O line. To be honest, that's where I think their pieces is at. Because as far as vertical threat receivers, there's plenty on Colorado's roster still. I still think there's some guys that can outrun and they could catch. You know what I'm saying? I think they got the backs. You know what I'm saying? I think they got all the dressing, but they missing some keys pieces to that recipe though. And I think, well, you know what I'm saying? You can have a batter. They got the icing. They got the candles. But shit, you missing the eggs. You need the eggs. That's the yolk that keep everything together. You missing one egg. That's what I think. You know. So, but I mean, that's you.
I would say this for a bowl winning team. I feel like they built it, to get a bowl game. I feel like A+. I feel like they wanted to go get them a bowl win team. And I feel like they got the pieces to get 6 wins, possibly 7. I'm not gonna say they a playoff team. I don't think now. I'll bet my money that they don't make the playoffs with anybody in America. But as far as them winning 6 or 7 games, I feel like they got the pieces. Now they just got to get them boys to get on the field and play. They got what they need. I mean, with Moore out of Texas and that Alabama running back and a couple of them defensive players they got, and just like Law Dog said, just how all the players they got in totality to bounce back from all the players they lost, they did a good job, man. I was kind of scared for a second, but they even got a defensive coordinator, you know what I'm saying? So with experience, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be
I don't
exciting.
know. So,
they got my eye.
Yeah,
so
I got a
school.
call. I'm back. So.
Okay, school. I mean, really, school me. I mean, did they really address positions and get players that can make a difference this year? Because I mean, I'm behind the 8 ball as far as college football goes right now.
Man, they juiced up, man. I'm telling you, man, that shit is poised, man. Cliff, if you want it on the rocks, they got it on the rocks.
I think where they got at, I think where they tried to go for is players that just wanted more, man. I think that's where they got, man. You know, simply said, like the simple things that make a football team go. That could work for the things that I could say that could work for any football team. I think that's what Colorado just tried to go out and do, because that's the blueprint right now. We say it, you could say that for every football team, but every football team still isn't doing that. They're not getting players who play selfless, because if every team played selfless, teams would be better. Competition would be better. We wouldn't see blowouts. You know what I'm saying? Team, when you can go out there and be selfless and run a route at full speed and make the cuts like you're getting a pass, and you're not getting it, you know what I'm saying? Your boy's getting it, and he about to break for a 75-yard touchdown. That's the difference between winning a championship or winning a bowl game. You know what I'm saying? And every team's not doing that, you know? And I think that's what they tried to do, is go out that had guys that had production, but guys who also are selfless. If you look at the Miami of Ohio receiver that they grabbed from there, I think his production was right around Omarion's production, but the difference is with him is that he would go out and block. He blocks. He's not that big of a guy, but he'll put his body on the line for his teammates. And those are the kind of guys that you need to win. That's what wins football games. It don't win, you know what I mean? Talent don't win football games all the time. You can not all the time.
Interesting.
You know what I'm saying? But
interesting, Chubby. Would you say talent don't win football games?
Not all the time. No, it don't. Okay. Not all the time. No, and not all the time. I mean, it's been proven even with last year.
Let me ask you a question, Chubby.
So is this going back to what I was talking about earlier? Is that what we going back into?
I just wanted to know.
Because,
I agree with that one. Georgia was clearly the most talented team, and they didn't win.
But now also did he think he was grabbing players? He thought he grabbed a lot of those Division I players from Division I too, though, last year. Those guys who were going to play selfless, the guys who were, you know what I'm saying, trying to get a second chance. And he didn't. He went out there and he got out coached in the Big Sky. I think he had some of those players last year because he brought a lot of them back to Colorado. Those guys that he brought from Sacramento State that went to Colorado. See, people looking at it like they just came from South. You look at the school they went to before they went to Sacramento State.
Bro, that shit don't matter. It matters about where your feet at.
But all I'm saying is, look, I don't give a damn was you a 3-star or a 2-star. I think a 2-star. I would take a 2-3-star over a 4 and 5-star any fucking day, right?
Motherfucking 10-0.
All I'm saying is that when you got players who want to go out there and play selfless, bro, that's what makes football teams, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. That's all I'm saying.
You saying one thing, but then you saying another too. So
how though? All right, but I get what you're saying. Like, okay. All right, so yeah, because I said that he had the Division I football players over there. He had 36. He had the most in FCS, but I also just said, put context into it. He thought he was grabbing Division I players who had the production, but also were those football players who were going to play selfless in that and do those simple things, right?
What guys are you talking about that had the production? What guys?
Okay, he thought. What are we doing? Guys, you want me to go into naming names?
Pull the roster up. Go pull the roster up.
We can break it down on them.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Ain't no
No,
ain't no because it's crazy because he's
you forced
challenging
me to
me.
do this.
He's challenging me, but Law can't tell you one motherfucker that played for Sacramento State last year. He didn't even know they was in the Big Sky.
Jaden Rashada was over there.
You didn't even know they played in the Big Sky last year.
Yes, I did. I'm the
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for me, because I told you. But look, the bottom line is that I just don't. If the nigga couldn't get it done last year in the Big Sky with this go-go offense, the way that this go, look, all I'm getting into, and I don't gotta pull up no rosters. You can pull up the roster yourself, and you can start explaining the players.
Let me ask you the question then. My question.
What I'm saying is, no, I'm going to tell you what I'm saying. I'm not answering. I'm telling you what I'm trying to say. How I'm trying to get it out. That's what I'm telling. That's what I'm telling y'all. What I'm trying to get out. And what I'm trying to say is that this go-go offense, the way that it looked last year with those defenses in the Big Sky, it was shut down at times. It did not work all the time in the Big Sky against defenses that is not going to have the coaching and the talent that's in the Big 12. So that's where the pause at is for me. Now, y'all can go into believing everything else y'all want to believe about the players and everything that's there. But from what I seen out of the defenses that was in the Big Sky last year, and it wasn't just the top teams that was giving them problems in the Big Sky. They earned every win they had. Like, I didn't never say Brennan Marion was a bad coach. I didn't say the go-go offense wasn't going to work. I'm saying simply they in a better coach division right now in the Big 12. There's a lot of good coaches, a lot of good defenses, some more talent, a lot of selfless players on defenses that they're going to go against. So I'm putting that into context. You got to go against Brent Key the first week in that Georgia Tech defense. You know what I'm saying? That go-go offense, yeah, it worked, but sometimes that shit just didn't. Like, and everybody missed when Alpha Rue was just trying to put us on game when they said that. We overlooked that part. See, everybody you just talked over that. Try to talk over that part. See, that's an important point.
To talk over it. But
I heard it. So basically,
but he went straight to the Big 12 when you playing the best of your schedule. I mean, it's a talent discrepancy. So yeah, it's not gonna be the same. But I'm talking about if you look for the
so now it's not gonna be the same. Now the talent discrepancy ain't gonna be the same now. See what I'm saying? See, you just tried to grill me on it, but now you saying it.
No, first of all, I didn't try to grill you on it. You want to do this filibuster talk, and then don't let me ask my question and throw some whole bunch of shit around it to make it sound good to come back home what you was talking about. All I wanted to ask was, what production was you talking about of these guys that he got? Like, who was these guys that had all this production that went to fucking Sacramento State? Please inform me on which guys these was.
The production, a lot of the production that came up from to be honest, that came from Sacramento State last year didn't come out of D1, if you want me to keep it a buck with you.
So what are you talking about just because they went to such and such school then?
Okay, so what are we talking about because of the Big 12? Because UNLV played in the Big 12 then. What are we talking about, Law?
UNLV did not play in the Big
12.
So
why my thing is bro, why are you leading our listeners to somewhere where I'm not even trying to get to that point? You know, okay, I'm probably I said some shit, right? But why are we going there? Why are we hitting to that? That's not informing nobody about the sport of football. We're going into some shit that, okay, Chubby done said some fucked up shit. Cool. I'm cool. I don't fuck. I made a point. The point that I'm making is the point where I'm trying to get to is the bottom line is that this offense will work at Colorado. Will it work in year one? I'm just letting everybody know that I think it's going to take time to work in the Big 12. He's going to have to get more pieces. I think he's going to need more pieces because in year one, it was successful in the Big Sky. 7-5, I think that's still success, regardless of what y'all want to say and how y'all feel about it. But at the end of the day, this offense can be shut down.
Okay, but let me ask you this. First of all, what I don't understand is if we having a football or a discussion type of conversation and then you say things and then you renege on what you said, do I not supposed to get clarification on what you meant? And if you can't explain it, that's your fault, nigga.
It ain't the fact that I ain't explaining. It's the fact that I'm just not going to explain. I'm not even going to go there because it doesn't, to me, it doesn't add up to where we're getting at. All it does is just say, all it does is just, it's either it's either disinforming somebody or trying to discredit me or
How am
discredit
I
you. That's where I
discrediting
get out
you?
with it. But I'm
Oh
just
my
saying,
God.
I
Like,
don't think it's
come on, my
productive,
nigga.
bro.
Like, what are you talking
So
about?
basically, the point is this: Trucking, you saying they need more time in this offense
That's it. That's all I've been saying.
to actually be successful. You don't feel like off the bat it's gonna be
That's all I'm
like
saying.
that.
That's all
Okay,
I've been saying, bro. I mean,
okay, I
I'm
got
looking at the pieces they grabbing.
I got you. I got you. I mean, I agree with you, and the reason why I agree with you is because it's happened over time that new offensive coordinators, new players, things of that nature, even though you do have a little bit of a period of time to implement your offense and things of that nature when you start, it does take time to get the chemistry down, the timing, and things of that nature. So I think the best way for that won't only be in practice, it'll be game reps. And I think, hey, if they go improve on it, it may take 2 games, it may take 3, it may take longer,
Well,
depending on certain players' learning curve.
right. And that's it. I mean, I feel where Law coming from too. I feel where Law. I
You
understand where Law
can't
coming
feel where I'm
from.
coming from, my nigga. Like, you can't, ain't no way.
My nigga,
Ain't no
go ahead,
way.
man. I do,
Ain't no
bro.
way.
I
You
do,
can't
my
feel where
nigga.
I'm coming from.
You feel like Colorado about that. You feel like they
No,
about to, you know what
I
I'm
ain't
saying?
said nothing about that. All I
They,
was talking about was what I was talking about. I ain't. This shit ain't making me emotional about it, nigga. All I'm
I
saying
feel
is
you. Not me
you
neither.
said some shit, and I'm just asking you, like, how could you say this, but then you come back and say that? Like, nigga, just pick a side on how you feel about it. Period. Point blank. I mean, that's just the topic of the conversation. You can't say I like them and I don't like them. Like, nigga, do you like them or do you don't? It's like I'm just getting
Like who?
clarification.
Who do I not like? Who? Who you talking about?
What I'm
Brennan
saying,
Marion, the coach?
And I
No,
just
no,
think I
no,
just
no,
think
no, no.
law I just think law saying they gonna be better, possibly better than they were last year.
Yeah, that's what he's saying. I mean, he's saying that. He's standing on that,
From
and it
from
could go
from
that way.
from
But
from what he's seen, from some of the talent
he's saying that
that they brought in
I can't put
and
it in
things of that nature.
context of what
Possibly.
Brennan Marion did last year, or what? What are
no,
we
I'm
talking
saying
about?
when you use the context of what Brandon
Oh,
Marion did, you give kudos to it, and then you come back and say, well, he went 7 and
I said
5 here. So I
because
asked
two
you,
things
okay,
can be true like that, though. Two
so when
things
you
can be
say
true.
that, I asked you to clarify what would have been successful for you for it to be what you think it should be.
You know what I'm saying? And then because we can go like because you said the same thing too though. Like with the because like I said, you like so
You
you
talking about
saying
what I'm
Brennan Marion
saying, but when
wasn't
I ask you the
successful.
questions, you never answer.
Oh well,
That's what I'm
But
saying. That's
but,
why I said
but,
that
it don't.
sounds
It
like a
don't.
personal
That's why I
thing to
said.
me.
That's why I
That sounds
said
like
you
a
both of y'all
can't
personal thing
feel
to
where I'm
me.
coming from because I'm
both
only
y'all make
asking
valid
you
points.
about what you said. It ain't
Oh,
like I'm
okay,
making up some shit. I'm
okay,
asking you about what you
yeah.
said, and you saying, "Well, I ain't got to answer it." Well, I'm like, "Well, then you said it, nigga." So that's all it is. Other than that, it ain't nothing else. I'm
Well,
like,
shit,
why?
if I already said it, then what am I answering it for? It sounds rhetorical to me.
Because you saying both sides of the coin, nigga. You can't say heads or tails. I got heads and tails, nigga. Which
You
one you
can't
got?
say you got heads and what do you mean? That's how you talk. What are we talking about? What are we?
Oh my
I
god,
don't understand. Why
it's
can't
going.
you? Why is there rules? You can't put me in no box. I ain't check.
How
You
am I
can't
putting
put
you in
Chuck
the
and
box?
Chubby in
It's
no
going.
box.
That shit going over your head, bro. If we
I
go to the
think
coin
so.
toss and
I
I'm the
can't
referee,
catch that motherfucker neither. That
and I say
motherfucker gone
heads or
somewhere.
tails,
You know,
nigga,
knock
which
that
one is
motherfucker
it?
out of Wrigley Field, motherfucker. Goddamn, nigga. I'm looking for it. Shit, where is it? The fuck at? God damn it. Where I don't know. I don't know. But look, all I do know is that I feel like the Ferrari
Yeah,
is the whole Ferrari that you got to build is in the garage. Okay, the whole Ferrari that you got to build is
Yeah,
in
that's
the
the problem.
garage.
That shit ain't no fucking
It's
Ferrari,
all
first and
broken up into
foremost.
pieces. You know what I'm saying? And you just got to build that motherfucker. And you might have to order. You got to special order parts for them cars, right? Right. You know what I'm saying? So you got to order some of the. And then you building it, right? You get to the wheels and you're like, damn. God damn, I gotta order this part. It's gonna take a few weeks for that part to come in, right? Okay, that's all I'm saying. That's
So
all
when
I'm
I
saying.
okay, so
Law
number
said it's a
one,
regular Impala. It ain't even an SS.
that's the fuck I'm trying to say, Cliff. That shit ain't no Ferrari.
Look, I said
Law
it's
said it's
being
an
built.
Impala. It ain't even no SS,
That's
bro.
what I'm trying to get
So
to, bro.
now,
God damn.
so this nigga said, So now it's in a. It ain't a Ferrari being built. Now it's a SS. Now they got a SS, but they about to go win with a SS in the Big
You just
12.
said the talent. You just said I took it down to a Benz, nigga. You said it's still a Ferrari. Then you said the talent they got.
No, put it in the context. Don't say that I said it was a Ferrari, nigga, because I didn't say that. I said it was a Ferrari in parts in the garage being built.
Okay, that's the concept we use.
Yes,
now,
that's what I said. Don't say that I said it was a Ferrari because I didn't say it was a Ferrari.
Oh my God! Now I gotta get into semantics of this shit.
Yeah, you gonna get semantics. You gonna get
I will say this, y'all.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, all of that shit, nigga. Smoke up, roll it, break it up in the grinder, nigga.
That's
all
exactly
of that.
how that shit sound when you talk to. That's exactly all that shit you get. That's how that shit sound to me. What? What are you talking about?
I will say this, y'all. Coach Prime has won in this conference. In the 9-4 season, he has won. So he know what it feel like to be there. So my thing is, it's not too much if he can outcoach these coaches because he went out there with 5 wide and did wonders. You know, salute to Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, but he know what it feel like to win. So my thing is, if he get the clicking, the offense get the going, you win 3. You start off, let's just say 3-0. You know what I'm saying? You just keep swinging the hammer and keep doing what works. And don't, you know what I'm saying? Don't go against the grain.
Hey, little bucket. Hey, don't you owe the big homie Coach Hayes, bro?
I don't owe Coach Hayes anything.
I said little bucket. Little bucket in here. Little bucket. Don't you owe the big homie Coach Hayes? I think you owe him an eyebrow or some shit like that. Go tap in with him, man. He been looking for you, man.
Oh, Lord.
You know what I'm saying? You know, we be out here in those circles, man. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wasn't gonna let you roll up in the comments, man, and not do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, be a man and go ahead, record it for Coach Hayes one time. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know what I'm saying? Stand on your bet, because my dog ain't betting no more because people done bet him and ran off. Be a man, cut the eyebrow off. It ain't nothing. We'll laugh at it. I get laughed at all the time. Y'all niggas laughing at me right now. Law dog laughing at my ass right now.
I ain't laughing. I ain't laughing this time. This shit got. I'm in a.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas laugh at me all the time.
I'm like
all the time, bro. It ain't about nothing, bro. It'll go away.
Just
go ahead and be a man.
On the bench, Chubby. I'm on 10-day contract from now.
Man, I'm mad at you, man. You ain't put me on the bench, man. Don't do me like that, Law dog. Don't do me like that. Don't. Now you want to do me some kind of way because I done learned from y'all niggas, and then I see how it go. You see how it goes. See, I done learned all these tactics from y'all niggas, and then y'all niggas get mad at me when I use your own tactics to beat y'all ass.
Mad at you.
Okay, then we bro. You my bro. I got love for Law Dog. I'm going to the A just to see Law Dog. I love Law Dog.
The dog has been consistent of what the dog is, bro.
Always. And you just want me to be. I'm consistent.
No. Listen, I gotta hold your feet to the fire, nigga. You nigga.
You right.
You. This your shit now. You supposed to be able to talk this shit now.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't get no pass, nigga.
Right. That's a fact.
So
he said Uncle Neely naming his show The Morning Wood is insane. Oh shit, no, he didn't. God damn it. No, he didn't. He did not name it that. You is lying. Too much drama. You is lying. You lying. You lying, bro. He didn't name his show that.
Dang, bro. Jesus Christ.
What happened? What I did now? What I did?
I ain't even talking about you, bro. Keep it moving.
That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. He said, what? Is that the name of his show? Is that the name of his show for real? Neckbone, is that the name of his show?
Yeah, that's the name of his show, bro.
Yeah, I watch it. He don't be talking about nothing though. Really, I ain't gonna say the man don't be talking about nothing, but he just basically just be breaking down and trying to like confront the haters. What he say? Y'all be coming out. I would say we come out and say stuff like just biased statements, you know, just like saying that Coach Prime ain't really trying and stuff. So you be really just trying to back up Coach Prime, basically. But
what up? Too much drama. Too much drama TV. What up with you, bro? What's going on? What's up, man? Too much drama. He ain't here. What up? You ain't here. You on the stage, bro. What's up? Speaking, man.
What up, baby? What up, baby? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up with you?
Man, I don't mean no disrespect with Uncle Neely and all that, but naming your show The Morning Wood and you're supposed to be representing the college campus is diabolical to me, man.
Where that is why you think it's diabolical? Go ahead and explain yourself. Go ahead. You
Well,
on
I
the
mean, you
stage?
got to look at it this way, man. It's already bad enough that he's doing these Colorado shows and he's wearing Jackson State stuff all the damn time. Not to mention, look, Colorado ain't got that many niggas up there, and you over here talking about Morning Wood. There's a reason, and I have a theory. There's a reason why he's not on campus because I think he's creeping out a lot of the students, man.
Wow.
Now when they used to clown niggas back in the day. If you didn't go to school, then you ain't supposed to be walking around campus all day. And just imagine Uncle Neely walking around campus with all those snow bunnies. Like, who's this dude?
With the long permed
Putting
out ass
stank all
beard.
on the seat at the
He done
cafeteria.
permed his beard and he named his show the Morning Wood. God damn.
Come on, dog. The Morning Wood, man. Come on.
Shit. I mean,
ain't
I had
finna
a
do
morning
that. I've
show.
been, you know what, God,
I used
I
to
ain't
come
finna
on
make
like,
fun of
y'all,
you.
yeah, this the morning after with no plan B, baby. But you gotta say the baby like you from New Orleans, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? When I used to come on, that was like the little slogan. But anyway, but that's crazy though. He done permed his beard, named his show the Morning Wood.
The Morning Wood.
And y'all give him a pass. You gonna give him a pass for that, Law? That's crazy, Law. That's crazy. You gonna let him
Bro,
sleep on
I
that?
remember talking to a honey one time, and I told her I had the Morning Wood, and she hung up on me. But this dude's gonna get online to say that stuff?
Oh my God, this dude.
I don't be paying no attention to that shit like that, too.
I know you don't, but I still though. I'm just saying,
I mean,
bro.
I seen it. I thought the shit was like, all right, this nigga, like what? But I don't really watch too. You know what I mean? That nigga, he too close, bro. Like I say, that's That's another form of dick pulling where I don't involve myself.
Okay,
You know
I
what I'm saying?
got you. I
Like
got
shit
you.
with Neely and Chico do that ain't my wheelhouse. I don't get down with shit
I
like
mean,
that.
that's a propaganda. That they do propaganda over there, man. And I love
Right.
Yeah,
Coach Prime, but you got to call it how it is, and that's more of a propaganda thing over there, man.
Right.
yeah.
So how you
I ain't
feeling
mess with it.
about this too much drama? How you feel about, this the Robert Livingston moving on? You know what I mean? And this whole situation that Colorado got. How you feeling about it? You got
I'm a
any?
fan of it. I think Robert
Okay.
Livingston realized that he was going to be the blame. He was going to be the scapegoat.
Mm-hmm.
I think he realizes, and this is my opinion. I don't like the hire of the new defensive coordinator. I looked up Virginia Tech stats, and they weren't all that. I know Coach Prime is trying to make history, and I'm all for my brothers getting an opportunity. But Robert Livingston did not get a fair shake. He didn't even get a chance to bring his own staff in. They were putting dudes like Warren Sapp, who had no business being on campus because he was a part-time coach anyway. I think he knew he was the odd man out. I'm not a fan of it.
Right. All right. I feel that. Hey, look, I ain't really got nothing to say about it. I mean, your opinion. I mean, I don't think Law agrees with it, but Law gonna say what he gonna say whatever he gotta say. But look, I feel like you said you're a fan of the whole move, but you're not a fan. So hold up, because you kind of confused me because you said that Robert Livingston didn't get a fair shake, but you are cool with this whole move. All right, he done dropped off. But anyway, anyhow, that's cool though. That's all good. That's all good though. Yeah. So just moving on, just real quick. Hey Negbo, I know you be doing your thing. Have you looked at any players that you feel like that you want to pay attention to with this upcoming the combine? You got any players that you want to keep a special eye on right now at the moment or not?
Lemon out of USC, the receiver.
Okay,
I'm
Makai Lemon.
interested to see what he. Yeah, I'm interested to see what he gonna do.
Yeah.
Lemon and man, I will say this, and I know this ain't the topic. It wasn't one HBCU player invited to the combine this year, and bro, I don't like that at all, bro. I feel like they should change that. A kicker, I think it was a kicker that was at NSSU, NCCU. But bro, I feel like it's a lot of. I feel like Jackson State alone got a lot of talented players. I'm going out there seeing and watching them play. There's a few receivers out there that could have got a call, man. I just feel like they ain't doing it right. Just because Prime left don't mean, you know what I'm saying, they ain't got to invite players or get people drafted, man.
Right.
I don't feel like that's right.
Yeah, see, that's how I feel. But hey, look, if he had to stay put, man, we wouldn't even be here in this situation. But hey, that's another topic for another day. People go and drag, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna drag on drag it on out or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I just leave it the way it is. That's all. You know what I'm saying? But I did want to share this though. Can you see it up there on the screen? Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
All right, so
Who
just
is
a
that?
quick. That's Carson Beck. That's Carson Beck right there. It's just a quick, because like you know what I'm saying. I'm done on the Colorado subject, but I kind of wanted before I got on up out of here. I wanted to show y'all some of the players that I wanted to pay attention to for the combine, right? And just go through it quick. I ain't gonna be long on it. You know what I'm saying? I guess a couple slides and whatever, but it just quick list because y'all seen some of the shorts that I've been putting out and wondering why the video didn't upload, but whatever. Anyhow, Carson Beck is one of the quarterbacks that I want to pay attention to in the combine, because I don't think he really getting a fair shake. He spent a lot of time in college, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? Drew Aller, because he didn't play the whole season. He's been preparing for the NFL combine for some time now, so there's no excuse for him to look bad. If he looked bad at any of these underwear workouts, he's really going to be horrible. Talon Green, as y'all already know, Talon Green's one of them quarterbacks that I like, and I want to look forward to see what he's doing. Jalen Daniels, most definitely, because he's super athletic. Yeah, he undersized, but he got a cannon for an arm, and I want to see what he size up against. Look like some against these other quarterbacks. Joe Fernando from UConn. Yeah, he played like 7 years. Dude played 7 years, and ain't nobody really talked about him though. Ain't nobody said. I mean, I heard a lot of people talk about Carson Beck and all the other quarterbacks. That's simply because I think UConn ain't do the best. If UConn would have had a good record, people would have been all over him. You know what I'm saying? White on rice. They'd have been on him like roaches with the roaches on sugar with the lights cut off in the kitchen. You heard me? But Jonah Coleman from Washington, he's a running back that I want to take a look at. Robert Henry from UTSA, another running back I want to pay attention to. Roman Hemby from Indiana is another running back that I want to see what he got sizing up against the competition. Who did I go too fast? Yeah, I think so. Oh yeah, then Le'Veon Moss from Texas A&M. I think that was Desmond Reed that was on the screen, but Le'Veon Moss from Texas A&M going to the wide receivers. Josh Cameron from Baylor. I don't know why I was saying Cameron Johnston, so I messed up his name, butchered it, but yeah, his name is Josh Cameron from Baylor. He's one of them guys I want to pay attention to. Caden Weegan from Iowa. He ain't got a lot of receiver stats, don't have a lot of them. He was just a return specialist, real fast, super athletic, but I want to see what he does because he's going in as a wide receiver, so I want to pay attention to Caden Weegan. Kendrick Law up out of Kentucky. I want to see what he got going on because I think he's another sleeper. Kentucky went to him when they was in a pinch. I think he's a solid receiver. This receiving class is deep, but I want to see what he does. Skylar Bell from UConn was a stud out there. Eric Rivers from Georgia Tech, another one of those guys that I want to see up out there. Beast. RJ Maryland from SMU, as y'all know, you know what I'm saying? RJ Maryland. I mean, ain't really too much. What I want to see out of him is his blocking ability and everything else, but I think he's gonna be solid. And Riley Nowowski.
What
from,
about
Indiana?
Trucking? What about the kid out of Missouri? Was a receiver Kevin Coleman? Is he a senior? Yeah.
I didn't put
I would
him on
love
my
for
list.
my Buffalo Bills to grab him out of the draft if they can get him.
Okay. All right, that's one of the guys you're looking at. I mean, look, I'm just going through the list of the guys that I went through. So what I did was I took 5 guys from each position on the field, and then I just was like, all right, these are the guys that I'm gonna keep, track of their 40 time, their 3-cone split, their bench press, and all of that. I'm only gonna do 5 guys, but these are 5 guys that I wanted to look at. I mean, some is big names, but then some guys ain't really that popular, you know what I'm saying? So I wanted to, look at that, see what they do. I want to see what he got going on. Michael Trigg from Baylor, tight end. He nice. I want to see what he got going on.
Yeah, I've seen him. He talented, bro.
Yeah. Byers Sharp from LSU. Byers Sharp from LSU, the tight end. LSU ain't do that good this year. Garrett Nussmeier is supposed to be one of those dudes. I mean, for real. But I think Byers Sharp, I think he's a good all-around tight end, solid too, and he got the size. Want to see what he do. Tanner Kozel, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I'm bad with names, but from Houston, we seen him get busy in the Big 12. Want to see what he got. I think he was 6'7", something like that. Big dude. Want to see what he got at tight end. For the offensive lineman, I want to see Chris Adams from Memphis. See what he got going on. I like the way he's a tackle, but he could play guard though. I think should play guard at the next level, athletic built type of guy. like Chris Adams. Drew Barry. I like Drew Barry. I like what he did at Boston College throughout the season. I don't like what he did at the Senior Bowl. He didn't look that good at the Senior Bowl, but he got to redeem himself at the NFL Combine. Definitely want to pay attention to what Drew Barry got going on. He just got that dog attitude, man. I just don't. He's not going to keep letting the dude across from him beat him all game. That's not going to happen. That's another one of these dudes, Garrett DeGiorgio from UCLA, straight up beast. He don't give up all game. I like his intensity on it too. I cannot pronounce his name for nothing, bruh. It's Ola Vavega Ion from Penn State. I think that's how you pronounce it, but he's a beast. Want to see what he got going on. Logan Jones from Iowa, most definitely. For the defensive tackles, I want to go Peter, or defensive lineman, period. That's all defensive ends and tackles. Peter Wills from Clemson, Zane Durant from Penn State, Marvin Jones Jr. from Oklahoma. See what he got going on. Dante Corleone, want to see what he got going on. See how he sizes up, because I think he's a beast. Caleb Banks, most definitely from Detroit. That rock with my Michigan folks. You know what I'm saying? He's a beast. He got hurt, so he had a lot. He's just another one of those guys that had a lot of time to prepare for this. So there ain't no really excuses for him to show up looking bad. I think it was 6'6", 300 something pounds, big dude, man. Aiden Fisher from Indiana, and I ain't get all the linebackers pictures on here, but I'm gonna go through the list. Red Murdoch from Buffalo, straight up beast. Jacob Rodriguez, all right, from Texas Tech. We already know him. Kyle Lewis from Pittsburgh, another linebacker. And Jack Kelly from BYU's another linebacker I want to pay attention to. Straight up into the DBs, I like Bud Clark. I like, for real, Bud Clark is he's one of my top DBs, I think. I just like what he does. I mean, I don't understand how Bud Clark's name ain't really buzzing a whole lot out there as one of the top safeties. Ball hawk, can play the run with anybody. I just think he was trying to overcompensate for a lot on that team over there with TCU. So that at times that got him out of place and got beat, caused him to get beat or whatever. But D'Angelo Pons, obviously. But Chandler Rivers from Duke, that's who on the screen right now. He's one of the guys, undersized, but I think he's a beast. And Latrell McClutchin, we all remember him from Friday Night Tights.
That's what I was just finna say. Man, bro, I've been watching him since I was, little.
Yeah,
he was on that show on Friday Night Tights.
Yeah, he a little dude that played for the DV Ducks. When he was beating on the one team, he walked off like, "Quit calling the calls! Quit calling the calls!" Yeah,
he played a hell of a game against CU too, bro.
Yeah, he did. I like Latrell McClutchin. He tall too, but I mean he had some injuries. I think he was with SC too, right? He was with y'all, right? He was with SC for a minute.
Oh yeah. We had him at first. He went to Houston. I don't know if they were playing him or what was going on, but yeah, Houston ended up picking him up.
Yep. And then Jalen
I'm trying to see
Kilgore.
though, like it'll be a lot of teams that'll try to come and get a corner like that.
Yeah, most definitely Jaden Kilgore, man, and then Jaden Kilgore from South Carolina. But see, people, I don't know why we sleep on Red Murdoch out of Buffalo, but y'all, this is the second time he was in the top 5 out of linebackers for leading tackles in the country, like second year in a row, consistent. Red Murdoch, he had 89 assisted tackles this year, and he had 85 the year before. Over 100-something tackles. Sean Dulac, that went to the Rams, I believe, the LA Rams, and McVay picked him up as an undrafted rookie free agent, but he led the nation in tackles from Buffalo linebacker. But Red Murdoch was right there with him his junior year and this year, one of the top tacklers in the country. But Red Murdoch is 6'3", 240, and I don't know if he buzzing a lot. I don't know if a lot of people out there know his name at linebacker, because if y'all cut up on the CJ Allens or whatever else. But Brennan Marion is most definitely a dog that's out there that could be slept on, and he's going to be a hell of a football player in the NFL. Watch it. I mean, he 6'3", 240. He got the size that everybody want, and I just think he's a beast. But yeah, that's my list. I'm gonna keep y'all posted with it for sure, though. I'm gonna try my best to keep up with all their 40 times and what I'm saying, and everything else that so that y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know. So I'll do a little video or whatever and present that information to y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Best as possible. But Yeah, man, that's all I got, man, for y'all today, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, though. He said what? He said this nigga, he said he was a talking machine. Yeah, but yeah, that's how it is, though, man. That's I appreciate y'all coming out. Hey, Law, man, much love, bro. Appreciate you. Hey, appreciate you, Neckbone, coming through, bro. Appreciate that. You hear me?
Already trucking already, man.
Yeah, when you
I'll
need
holler
me,
at
you
you
let
later,
me know.
brother.
You let me know. Drop me
I,
a link, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm home now. Got me a little part-time. You know what I'm saying? Mom Dukes is fine. Mom Dukes is right now rehabilitating. You know what I'm saying? She's in a rehabilitation center right now, getting her legs back underneath her. So y'all keep her in the prayers. I appreciate y'all. You know what I'm saying? So that's
hey,
pretty much
trucking.
what's up.
Trucking. I'm a pray for a Sunday when I go to church, man.
I
It'll be
appreciate
my
that.
third week in a row, man.
I appreciate that.
We
Y'all
on the
keep
we
Mom
going.
Dukes in y'all prayers.
It's not too much focused on the street trucking,
Yeah,
but I'm really trying to get my faith right with the Lord, man. So
that's
long
good.
as I can do that, I can come up here and politic with you and talk these sports, man. Hey, I look for days like this to get up and talk ball with you, man.
I feel that, and I appreciate that. Hey, I appreciate all y'all coming through. Everybody, Amanda, always, Amanda. I appreciate you coming through. You always in here supporting, no matter what. Too Much Drama TV. I appreciate you coming through, man. Seems like you got a channel, man. For those that's out there, man, go check him out, man. He ain't have to come up here supporting me, but that's how I give it up. Clint Moses came through. Appreciate you, man, coming in here and coming through, showing some love to the show. Donovan, appreciate you. You also came in comments, little bucket, MRMJ Media. Shout out to you, came in here, showed some love. Frankie Davis, Grits. Shout out to you. Who else was it? Him Honcho Gang. Shout out to you. Black Jedi. What's up, dog? Ain't seen you in a minute, but shout out to you. Little bucket. Did I say little bucket? Yeah. LV. Always supporting. Cliff.
Shout
Who
out
else?
Ellen.
JB. I speak English. I'm trying to shout out everybody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, that's how I go. But if I missed you, that's my fault, man. You know what I'm saying? I like I always in every show, I always tell y'all to do this after and no matter what we talk about, we gonna cuss, we gonna fuss, we gonna argue, we gonna make it. That's what we do here. But most definitely pray for yourself, pray for each other, pray for me because I'm always praying for y'all. Peace. I'm up out of here, yo. That's how it is. Yes, sir. Hey, Neck Bo, you a fool, bro. You a fool, bro. But I rocks with it. I love it. I love it, bro. You got to come up more. Peace.